your house. Well, hello there. How are you, my dear?
Huh?
I said hello there. How are you?
I'm great. And yourself?
Okay, let's just holler at everybody and then we'll bring you in. Hello and welcome to Conversations for the Soul. One good sip at a time with Dr. Angie and Yashica B, the Motivator, where real women will dive into real issues and have some real talk. You are invited to join us. We welcome your insight, your feedback, and any questions that you may have. Feel free to drop them in our chat box. We definitely want to hear from you. We ask right now if you could do us a favor, and that is like and share, as well as subscribe. Please like and share and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey Andy, what is our link?
When you say link,
Yeah, I always type in Conversations for the Soul, but somebody asked me for the link, so I was just like,
that's what it is. Conversations for the Soul.
hello,
That's what I
Kelly. Yeah, I'm just gonna say just type it in because I don't Hey, I went out. Why did I go out?
Yeah, I don't know.
My camera was unplugged. That's what it's saying. Oh Lord, Ghost went around the.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to.
Well, yes, you continue. We're having technical difficulty because Ghost is in here with me.
All right. So today, as you know, is an episode of Conversations for the Soul. And I am happy to be here with my sister, Yashica B, the Motivator. We will get started in just a moment as she is experiencing some technical difficulties that have arisen since we went live. So we will definitely be with her in just a moment. And I wanted to just take this opportunity to talk to you about some of the things that we have going on. One of the things that we will do is look at the t-shirt that she has made for us. Well, not made for us, but she has going along for us. I see we have some people here with us. I see Miss Pelly Hunkin, and she says hello. I see Miss Judy Herman, and she says she's the one who asked for the link, and she found it. And we are live, so all we have to do is share. So if you would, just share your screen, like and share, and subscribe, please. We're having a moment with Yashica B, but she will be on in just a second. She was here with us, and then something happened with her camera. So I wanted to just take this opportunity out, and I'll just get us going with what we just closed out on this past Saturday. Yesterday, many of us Power Voice members were able to participate in the Power Voice Women's Summit, and it was the first all women's summit to be produced by the Power Voice system. And of course, we owe all of our thanks to Mr. Les Brown, who had the vision, Mr. John Tallarico, who carried out the vision, and I see that Yashica B is back. And
you know what?
I was just telling them about the summit. So, and we owe a very special thanks to Miss Winnie Shivers and as well as Crystal Shivers. We are so thankful to you ladies who were in the background and made that Power Voice Summit happen. We know that you put in an incredible amount of work, and you must still be exhausted trying to catch your breath from that day. But it was indeed a wonderful day. Yashica B was the opener for the summit. So I just want to just give her some accolades for that, some applause. So proud of you, my dear. I'm going to ask you to come on in and talk to us about that experience. How was the Power of Voice Summit for you?
Well, wait a minute, I got to laugh at myself first, Angie.
Uh-oh. What you got going on?
I turned the camera off.
How did you turn the camera off?
Because you're doing too much, and I didn't realize, how on the computer where your arrow is actually sitting on it was hovering over. And so when I hit it, I had no idea. And I'm up here, it said camera out. I'm all on the side looking for my camera to put the camera down because I turned it off.
All I'm going to say is,
I was just saying, you have to laugh at Yeah, you have to laugh at yourself because good gracious, it just like it was, y'all know it's 54 weeks in a year. I'm just trying to tell you because I did that. That's how bad I am as a woman.
We appreciate it. We got 2 extra weeks, huh?
Yeah, we deserve that 2 extra weeks and 3 more months.
Well, following that 2020 year we needed to add a couple more weeks to 2021 so we can make up for lost time. So thank you. I'm just going to say
absolutely. I did that for us. Yeah. Yes, I did that for us. Oh yes. Judy said I was brave to be first. It's almost like the army when you were voluntold. So I didn't have a choice. So I am. Oh man. It was an experience, and it was awesome. I can't even express in some words, which I can, because I have a lot of words, that how great it was. The experience and listen to everybody was just awesome, and I'm glad that I was first. I can set the pace, but you know what, Angie, we talked about this. We didn't get a chance to listen or to hear the other speakers.
Yeah, but there was a lot going on.
And it was a lot this week. So, but the thing is, when I listened, I went back and did the replay because I did try to listen that day. But when you're in the picture, what is it? I was in the picture at the time, so I was in the frame.
Yes.
So, but when I got a chance to go back and do the replay, wow, these messages, they really did have like a synergy going on, and that was good, and that was just designed because we didn't hear or know or the messages, but they all had a light theme,
a connecting point, right?
Right, and although it was women, it was still a light theme, and it was a great experience. And what about you, Miss Angie? What about, because as she said, I opened it up. Angie was also on the Power Voice Women's Summit, and this is the first one. I didn't, I was up there playing with this with my own mistake, so I didn't hear whether or not you let people know if that was the first one, and we made history. Yes, we did. So we stamped history yesterday as well.
Yes, we did. Absolutely.
So what did you think about the experience?
I truly enjoyed the experience. Of course, you get the jitters, the stress, and the nervousness of preparing to go on yourself and to do it yourself. But it was such an awesome experience to witness so many other ladies who really poured their heart out and they did their thing. I see that we have at least one of them on here, and that is Judy Herman. She was one of the presenters yesterday, and I see that she's saying to you that you were very brave to be the first, and yes, that is true. And she says, and then she said, "You soul sisters are so funny." So yes, we have quite a few. There were 20 women who were on the summit, and I want to also just take a moment out for Precious Simone, because I had no idea that she had just experienced a loss in her family, a very close loss in her family, but she did not let on. She showed the world that everything was okay and all right with her. So Precious, thank you so much for delivering for us the way that you did. You did an awesome job of being the MC with the mostest. So I thank you so much for what you did. Yeah, and I would have never guessed that you had recently had a loss. So I thank you for just showing up and showing out. And it truly was wonderful experience.
You
And
know, and what was, I didn't mean to cut you off, but what was so dynamic about Precious, and I she's not on, I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this part, because, you know, I was first and she was the MC. So she said, you know, that she had a long night because she actually had to help her mom plan. And I was just like, wow, you know, and then you could not tell throughout the show how she brought it. She was in the moment with all of us, and how professional she truly is. And that was another great experience, the strength of a woman. You can't call it anything else but
a
it's the
true
strength of a woman.
example.
Uh,
Yes, a true example. Tell Ghost I said hi.
Yeah, he did that. He did that one. He got right on up here just to see it. They're gonna get back.
I just want to grab a couple comments while we sit and bask in that for a moment. Dr. Gray says, hey, ladies. Pele says, you set the tone, girl. Yeah, she talking about you, Yashica B. You set the tone. Yes, you did. And I just want to say that the beautiful Precious did her thing. So proud of her, and she rocked it out with all of you. I'm so proud of y'all and the ladies on the summit. That comes from Miss Pele. And yes, you know, she's our biggest cheerleader. So it was awesome to have her there. And Dr. Gray says, all of you were excellent. Oh, he kept marveling all day. All I kept hearing about was how good everybody was. How good. All you women rocked it, he said. So I was glad and pleased to know that. And she says, Pele says, she was just as amazing as all of you were. Yes, she was. She's speaking about Precious there. So yes, absolutely. and Doc says, hey, Ghost, what happened to Ghost?
He over there sitting. Look, he gave it a period. Now he over there sitting at the door.
He just wanted to make himself seen. He was like, hey, how y'all doing? All right, I see another message here. It says
that's one of those we're gonna have to get our third party in there.
A spam thing.
Yep. I mean, you know what? Good Lord. So we must be doing a doggone thing. Now we got the spammers coming in on our show.
How about that? How about that? John Gray says, they said this is a big, rich town, Ghost.
Yeah, it is. That's my baby.
How can I wonder if there's a way.
I just went ahead and blocked them. I guess maybe I blocked them because I didn't delete them first. I just blocked them.
Okay, I deleted it and then you blocked
it. Good. Okay,
good.
Yeah. Because we look, we don't have time for that. If we don't mind advertisements and stuff like that for all of you out there sharing and seeing, but as far as that spam stuff go, we really don't. And I appreciate it if you just move on, because I am very transparent. And sometimes Dr. Angie have to pull me in now. So
yeah. Look, it might be time for a little sippy sip. Every now and then I gotta let you get a sip.
Yes, absolutely. So no, we don't want that. We just want a good, clean show, and we don't like, if you reach out to us, you want to advertise or tell us something, that's fine. But ever, no, we ain't got, no, we good. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Dr. Gray says, y'all coming up in the world. You guys,
spammers coming in on your show. Woo!
Yes, that means we are coming up in the world. So
absolutely.
One of the things, Shika, that I think we should really do based on that Women's Summit is to speak about the power of the woman. And I know that you have some real deep conversation about that, because you and I have had some conversation about that. And I did want you to know that I had reached out to the young lady that you sent me the information about. I have not heard back from her, but I did reach out to her. I can't think of her name right now. What's her name? The lady who survived the 9/11.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember her name is right off, but it's in one of my books that I have it on. So hopefully we can hear from her one good day. Well, you know what? And as a matter of fact, even if she reaches out to us within this, what's today? 7, within these 30 days of March, that's Women History Month, or when we're
Absolutely.
celebrating the woman, we are women 365 days of the year. Don't get look. I ain't here, but like what, every 54 weeks of the year.
Even if you got to add 2 weeks, it's all
Yeah,
good.
anybody got to add to. So yeah, we will celebrate our own all year. Every if we have a show and we're blessed to be here, we're gonna celebrate us. So it doesn't matter. Whenever we hear from her and any other woman that's doing a significant thing, we're all doing significant and great things just by being on this side of the dirt. So therefore, we would definitely shout everyone out as much as possible and give some insights and give some like just drop some nuggets to learn something, because I feel like every day that we're here, we should know something that we didn't know yesterday, and we should be better than we was yesterday. That should be that's my goal for each day. I want to be better than I was yesterday, and I want to learn something I didn't know yesterday, and then I can
Yes.
teach it tomorrow.
And
So
her name is Janelle Guzman McMillan. Janelle
uh-huh.
Guzman McMillan. We are looking for you. If you are if for in any way that you hear from us that we are looking for you, we would like you to reach out to us. Janelle Guzman McMillan. When you have an opportunity, we would really like to talk about your story, to share your story of strength and hope
Mm-hmm.
and resilience. So if you get this, if anyone happens to know you and they tell you about us, we are legit. We are looking for you. We would like to share your story because we believe that it is a blessing and a testament to
Mm-hmm.
women all over the world about strength that they possess. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we're looking
And the
forward.
fact that she was left out of the movie, and how, man, that was one of the most important. I would have thought, somebody to have survived that many days. I mean, that many hours. It was 27 hours, if I remember correctly, at the
Mhm.
bottom, and she was on one of the top floors, and and she's still alive. So man, and then she was left out of the movie. How is that? You
Yeah,
know.
she is
So
still
so
alive, and
yes.
I was able to leave her a message on Facebook. She doesn't go on Facebook very often, from what I can tell,
Mm-hmm.
but she does have a Facebook account, so I was able to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
so we will keep on trying with that. And
Yes.
any if anyone has any other stories of Black women of strength, and we're looking for the more common woman, not necessarily the celebrity. We're looking for someone who's just like you and I, someone who's
Mm-hmm.
on their way to stardom, but they haven't quite made
Mm-hmm.
it. And I
Well,
say that
I do have,
we are all stars in our own movie.
yes, I do have someone that I would like to shout out. And I always tell her, but she doesn't think, well, not really say she doesn't think, she just knows it, but she's just very humble and about it. My best friend, her name is Command Sergeant. I said I'm going to give her whole government. Command Sergeant Major Sophia Austin Leggett.
Why
She's
you
one
gonna
of
give
the,
her full government? She might
yeah, I
not
did
want you
that.
to give
I
her
did that.
full government.
I gave her ID card name.
You're a
So
rat.
yes, because I'm so proud of her, because we started off as recruiters together back here in South Carolina back in 2007, 2006. And we were both reserve recruiters. And at that time, ADR reserve recruiters, they didn't have a path for them. They would go as far as a recruiter, a detail recruiter in the stations, and that was it. But she broke all kind of barriers, becoming ADR, which is a reserve, active duty reserve, becoming a station commander. She became a first sergeant, and now she's actually in a command position as a reserve active duty AGR, and that is all kind of trailblazing, because that's, and I keep telling her she's gonna be sergeant major of the army. I don't care. They're gonna, it hasn't been done for a female, a black female, and then it has been done, but not for a black female, and then to be an AGR recruiter. And what I'm saying about AGR, you have regular army, then you have reserve, then you have to have active guard and reserve, which you're playing both roles. You've played both roles in your career, and that's what she's done. And it was always limited positions for that position as AGR, and also limited positions for women. But here she goes, and she's still serving. And I just tell her all the time, I say, my goal for you is Sergeant Major of the Army, because she has really trailblazed. She's not that, and I mean, I think she's close to 100, but she's still making 300 plus on PT tests. I mean, who do that? You know, she gonna kill me. I guess she gonna kill me.
Look, you need another sip. Go ahead, get a little sip.
Look, I bet she listens. She gonna be like, no, she did say I'm close to 100. But no, and I just want to shout her out.
As a guest. Get her on as a guest. Let us talk to her. Have her inspire others and let her story be told.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I was trying to see because I know she's watching, but she ain't said nothing to me yet. So I was looking over there because I have to look at my phone and over here because over here I can't comment, but over there I can comment. So see if she gonna get me, or maybe I said it so fast she didn't hear me. Wow. But I really, you know, if any women have served in the military, that's a truly an accomplishment because for Black women, we don't go that high up very often. And then to be an AGR recruit, major, and to take a command position, because they don't give those out like they do to regular Army and men either. And she has a command position where she's in command and making decisions. So yeah, so that's a huge and great accomplishment.
Absolutely.
And still to have all her sanity, she still have all her sanity and still being in all her faculties and still doing
she said she please have,
I ain't think about you. I'm proud of you. Shoot, hush.
You said please sip.
Look, I know, right? I wish you could bring her up.
Yes. Ask her if she wants to come on. And look, ask her if she wants to come on. We'll get her on.
Hey, we're gonna send you the link. Take a cup. It's water, y'all. It's water.
Oh, you guys!
And even though you think about it, even with the military, it's still even though we have equal, it's still you considered a male's thing, a male's army. So still, anytime a woman can break a door, you know what? And like I have this, I'm ready to create this shirt. I saw something today that said one thing, but I'm ready. It says I don't need an invite. I am the table. I said, I don't need an invite because I made the table. I made that one. So now I tell you to take a seat. That's my next one coming. I just have to put the font with it.
I want to see if I can get people to see my shirt. Can they see it?
Let's see. Look. I don't know how. Look, we come up out of these chairs.
Cicely Tyson, 1924 to 2021. And then here's the part I love. It says, it's stuck under me, but it says, I will do my best. Dr. Angie. I love it.
Right.
And of course, my girl, Yashica B, is the designer of this shirt, and she did an awesome job. So I want everybody to know that if you are interested in getting a t-shirt or a mug, can you see? You're interested in getting any of those things, and they are personalized and custom made just for you. So reach out to Yashica B. Yashica, how do they get in touch with you?
Somebody say, don't lift that shirt up too much. You can always go to my personal page or my business page, it's Design Reflections, or at Yashica B LLC on Facebook, and just message me, and you can. Oh, I'm saying too many Then you can start right there as far as getting the shirt goes. I like to do custom shirts. If you have a logo or if you have a quote or something that you want, I like to do those. But I just like to play with them a little bit. And when I'm saying play with them, because I think about the designs, I think about the lettering, how I want it to look. So it's not a turnaround yesterday process unless you screenshot me a picture, say I want it just like that. And other than that, then I'm going to play with it and try to make it look as nice as possible. So you know that you're in a wonderful. She could be.
Right. I like it.
Thank you very much for that.
Absolutely. So the there was a topic that you wanted to speak on tonight,
Which one?
and you said that you wanted to speak about. I forgot.
We did. No. See, we are human. Woo!
Distracted. I looked down. I got distracted. Oh my God! You said. All right, bail me out.
It was about the women. Yeah, we were tying in the women and Cicely Tyson, and she said she did her best, and we are women here celebrating Women's History Month, and we're taking Women History Years, plural, and we are saying that we will. I am going to do my best, and my that's how we're going to dedicate that. We're gonna let me see if you can see mine, because I don't have a problem with coming up.
There you go. There you go.
There
Come
you go.
on up.
Yes, yes. And as you guys see that Dr. Angie, today is just, we're just having a good time, because let me tell you, we were both on the summit yesterday and we talked about that. This week, now it wasn't really stressful, but it was it was a way to, not stressful, that's not a good word, but most people can resonate when we say stressful, but stressful without the stress, in a sense. So we were just getting ready for it. So we
preparation time.
Yeah. Right.
And,
so yeah, preparation. Yes, preparing.
But you don't realize how much it takes out of you when you're doing something that's big. You just don't realize how much that takes out of you, even though you're having fun doing it. You're getting it done. You're doing what you got to do to make it happen. But then when it's all over, it's like that waiting to exhale moment. It's like, whew, you're tired.
Yes.
And then, I know what it was. It just came to me. The vaccine. That's what we said we were going to speak on. The vaccine. She said she's getting
hey, can I get a little bit? Can I get a little bit of extra in here?
So we were just wondering if we could get some feedback from everyone. Like, what are your thoughts about the COVID-19 vaccine? Is it something that you're interested in doing? Something that you want no parts of? Something that you need more information about? Talk to us, guys. What are you thinking about the COVID-19 vaccine?
And y'all have to type fast now. You know we live.
Yes.
You know what? We should have talked about that hair today that you wouldn't let me wear.
Oh. Woo! Yeah, you that was a little rough, girl. A little rough.
It was. Yes, absolutely, Sephonia. I'm definitely trying to do more laughing.
Yeah, Pele says, I'm praying and fasting for that thing. She's speaking about the COVID vaccine. And then Sonia says, laughter is good for the soul. It sets an atmosphere for openness. And yes, it does. It truly does. And Pele says, I am not getting it yet. So that qualifier in there, that yet, makes me wonder what that's all about. But
just in case they try to make it where we have to.
Yeah.
We're veterans. We're veterans right now. They did, I think it was earlier, they did offer it to say we could. I remember a text or email from somewhere, but when I spoke with my doctor, she was okay with waiting because it was still, some things that they were trying to figure out. And then of course, and it's a rollout, how it's rolling out. So, and how did you get it? What are you in a bracket or something?
Laughter does the heart good like medicine. And it means a big no for now. It's a mess. Yeah, so my doctor is, she came into being a doctor late. She was first a person who developed vaccines, and she did it for many years. And she came in and she was able to she was able to get a chance to review all of the paperwork and everything, all of the studies and all that stuff. She said she examined them with a fine-tooth comb. She went through everything that was out there. And she said she's a bit of and now I'm going to stumble over this word, I can never get it out, immunology specialist. So because she had that whole special thing going on. She was very intrigued by the studies and so forth that came out regarding the vaccine. And she said that although it was rolled out in a way that made it seem like it was Operation Warp Speed, she said that was in fact a warp speed lie. She said this vaccine has been around for over a decade. She worked on it some time ago, back when she was in that field, in that role 10 years ago. And she said it was new and exciting then, but it is no longer new and exciting. She said that it's just simply that it just happened to coincide with the situation that we found ourselves in. They were ready to close it out at that point, but it was just a coincidence. It wasn't, I shouldn't say coincidence because I don't really believe in coincidences, but it came out when it came out. But the our leader of that day decided to roll it out as Operation Warp Speed, and as though
like he did it.
Yeah, like he was doing something great and wonderful, but this was something that had been in the making for quite a while. And my doctor happened to be very pleased with the studies and everything. And she said that it is absolutely one of the best vaccines that is out there. At the time I had that discussion with her, I don't think we were aware of the Johnson & Johnson. We just spoke about the Moderna and the Pfizer. And when we spoke about that, she said it was indeed a very worthwhile vaccine. And she happens to be a Black woman, by the way. My doc, both my, actually, oh my gosh, all my doctors are Black. Now that I think about it, my cardiologist is Black. My primary care is Black. And
are they women?
Two of them are women. The cardiologist is a man. Yes. So yeah.
That's
I hadn't thought about that before. That just kind of fell into place at this point. It wasn't like I went out looking for them, but it kind of happened like that. I just actually realized it. But anyway, she was very high accolades, Doctor of the Year many times. I trust her. I trust what she says because she's been in this so long, and she has the plaques on the wall, not just the diploma on the wall, but she's got the plaques of people acknowledging her and so forth for the great work that she's done. So she's been Doctor of the Year and so forth and so on. So I trust her.
Okay. Yeah, my sister, she's in that field where she's been researching and studying as well. So she has a different take on it. And she keeps me informed. I have my conspiracy theories, and she sets me straight. So
do I need you to take a drink?
I ain't gonna talk about it, but she always set me straight because it did make sense. What she's saying, because I love animals. So I've been dealing with animals for a long time, and so with Daddy has always been one to vaccinate his own cattle. And so when that came out last year, it was something that it was written on the one of the vials of cattle wormer, or not wormer, but it's a vaccine for the cattle. That virus was on there, and it was like, oh my gosh, it's been here. Well, then that doesn't do anything but prove what your doctor said it's already been here. And then my sister was always telling me too, they've been studying it since the first breakout. And then when you says COVID-19, that means you have 18 strands ahead of it. And so therefore you had out a time to get it, to work on it and stuff like that. Absolutely, knowledge is power. So we definitely learn. And so with the conspiracy and things like that, we just really learn. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna let y'all go first.
So you will let us
be guinea
pigs?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I hear you.
Because you know what, I want to know, and I might have to do my own study, my own research on this one, and maybe I win a Pulitzer for this one. I want to know if anybody can help me out there in the land. What are the numbers on alcoholics and COVID? Because
because of the quarantine.
Yeah, because they can't, or either the ones under the bridge or the homeless. Because think about this, and trust me, I don't agree with this at all. But how come they always walk away from the accident?
Mm.
They only
Well,
have a scratch, but not all
they
the
say
time.
that's because the body is so relaxed that it doesn't tense up, so they end up being perfectly okay.
So
I'm not quite sure how that works, but
me
I'm
either.
just
That's
gonna
just
grab
something that we have to. Huh?
while we think about that, while we're waiting for some people to comment on that, I'll grab these comments. Sophonia says, and I'm not going to give her a whole government. You gave her a whole government. All veterans can get it. It's in tiers based off of age category. So you right up there, girl. You can get it right now. Trust me.
I'm just, you know what? I don't care what shot it is. Let me tell you, I'm not in line for a shot. I don't care what shot it is. It could be vitamin C. I'm not in line for it. I'm good. Thank you. Listen,
And you
I
know
don't
what?
even like taking pills. I don't even like taking pills. When I was pregnant, I asked them for chewables or liquid prenatals. I
Wow.
didn't, I'm like one of those, but then when they give you the antibiotics, I don't want no pills. Give me the liquid. I'm just
Mhm. I understand
good.
because I'm not particularly excited about taking medicine myself. Symphonia says, knowledge is power. I'm getting it with when my number comes up. It has been out for some time, just not presented to all of us. I believe that to be the case because
And
I
she's
was also
also
told,
that's the one I was telling you. She's also a biology major too. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. So they have to be her. Okay, I ain't give all the business, but they have to be up on that stuff. She still wear the uniform, so they first anyway. I'm just saying. She gonna kill me.
and I want you to know that I'm not certain how many strands of it have been out, but the 19 at the end of COVID-19 is because it's been here in the U.S. since 2019.
19, yeah.
Right. We didn't get presented with it until 2020, but it had been here and they knew it was here since 2019. So that's,
19.
yeah. So
Yeah.
there
Oh
are,
yeah. So don't do that because I compare that to the flu. So don't y'all take that and go run with it now. Don't do that. We are not. I don't have MD, PhD, or MD, and by LFL. None of them letters behind my name. I got an MS,
all right
Master of
now.
Science.
Sophia says her concern when you mentioned the alcoholics, she said alcoholics and smokers as well. And I'm quite
Absolutely,
sure
because
that they too are really having a rough time right now.
they had a rough time with it or without it. Because I haven't heard anything about the alcoholics having it. Because that's
Well,
what I was. Because what I'm saying is
what I
this.
have heard is that they've been getting people to deliver during the quarantine. They had essential workers delivering alcohol because people could die. So they
Oh,
were delivering
delivering alcohol.
to the home. Yes, there were some essential deliveries for people that were
Well, what they
alcoholics.
was
And then
delivering? Bourbon or whiskey? Cognac?
I
What they
have
was
no
delivering?
idea. I don't know any of that, but I did hear that they were trying to make sure that people, because alcoholics who go through sudden withdrawal and so forth can die, so they were
Hmm.
delivering it to
Oh, they just want for the
those
quarantine. Oh,
people.
okay. I was
Yeah, for those
curious.
who were in quarantine, and I don't know how that worked out. I don't know how they ordered it. I don't know who brought it. I don't know any of that. I just remember reading it and going,
Carolina said mixed. Carolina Miranda said mixed drinks they deliver. So listen. Where's that list? And how do we
stop
get
it.
on it?
Look, I'll help you out. and keep that water in there. Madeline says, I've had both of my shots and I'm doing well. And your aunt had her shot as well. So,
Yeah,
yes.
that's cousin right there. Yep, yep. So yeah, Daddy said he was getting it. I don't know if he did or didn't. He said he
Yeah.
was. He's 76. I don't know. I have to ask my sister.
Yeah. Me personally, I think that I understand why we have the concerns about it, and there are many concerns. And I
Mm-hmm.
do understand the whole piece of people of color being really suspicious of it because of what has been done to them in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you wonder, like, how can we prevent something like that from happening again? So I get
Mm-hmm.
it. I definitely get it. But the other piece of it is that
Mm-hmm.
if you end up getting COVID, it could be deadly, and it has been deadly for over 500,000 people. So it's kind of like
Absolutely.
damned if you do and damned if you don't. You don't really know
Mm-hmm.
what to do. So that's why I kind of wanted to have this discussion to see what people were thinking along those lines. It is definitely an interesting conversation, and perspective
Yeah.
is everything.
But one
And
thing that okay, go ahead.
go ahead.
Okay. One thing that I do want to mention to the world out there is that the getting it and not getting it. Okay. If you have the vaccine, I just don't think that you should come down on those who don't get the vaccine. Because if you're taking your vaccine, that means you're protecting yourself. So if this person didn't do that, so you that shouldn't be a concern of yours because you trust what the government says. So you trust your vaccine. So it should be so if 50% got it, 50% don't, then this y'all should be able to still kumbaya because 50% is vaccinated. So they're taking care, they're covered. So if this 50% over here is not and they mix, well, you're covered, so you're fine. So you don't have to go do this thing like these some of these people done with the children in the vaccine. Because I still don't understand that either. Because if your children are vaccinated, why are you worried about somebody else's kids? Because your kids are protected. You know it can't cross. You know if you are protected, right? So that's I was like, if some people choose not to, and some people choose to. It's their choice, and I think that we just don't need to get into that downright nasty Republican Democrat thing that we saw previously about that getting vaccinated or not getting vaccinated. I think that we're gonna still be all right. That we still quarantine, we still practice safety, but wash your hands. You know, wash your
Yeah,
hands.
yes,
You know how many
indeed.
times I've
Wash
been in
your
the
hands and wash
bathroom with
them
these
well.
and then the thing is, this and that part right there, that ain't new, ladies. You know how many times I've been in the bathroom and y'all shut that door, and walk right past all them. It be like 10 of them. Especially if you go to casino. I'm not saying I was there, but it was 10 sinks.
You happen to see the footage from that. You
Yeah,
just saw the
10.
footage from it, right? The security
Yeah,
footage.
the Angie, it be 10 sinks all the way out the door. How do you pass by 10 sinks? It doesn't matter if you're in the first stall, the eighth stall, or the last stall. You pass by what you do for, and then some of them, and these like uppity black bathrooms. Some of them even have an extra set of sinks.
Some
How you
of them
pass
have things right in the store with them.
and don't hear no water turn on.
Yes, and no
So
dryer. Yes, absolutely.
So how do we do that? So come on, y'all, wash your hands. We can do something. We can cut
Mhm.
back some of this stuff ourselves by simply washing your hands. And don't be trying to be out. No,
Yes, yes.
y'all do
Yeah,
know we're having fun tonight too. So
yeah.
we're gonna, huh?
Go ahead.
I said we are serious and we're gonna have fun with it too because we sat there in 2020 locked down and about to lose our minds. We're in 2021 now. Hey, it's here. We done seen it. We done looked at it. We looked at the worst of it, the best of it, and then we are gonna make it through. So we might as well have some fun and share some light of it. But wash your hands, okay?
Yes.
And no,
With
sanitizer is
salt.
and hot water.
Yeah, yeah. For
You
20
wash them clothes
seconds.
in hot
They,
water. You wash them
the Apple
hands.
Watch now counts it down for you. 20 seconds. Do your
What's
20
that?
seconds.
What
They
you say with
said,
the white?
and they said the other way, you count, you sing happy birthday to yourself 2 rounds of happy birthday, and then that's the 20 seconds. That's how we
I
used to
say them.
teach
I say
the
them
kids.
ABCs. Some of us need to remember.
Yeah, how about that? So they said, oh my gosh.
Woo, the buff.
Carolina said
Damn.
nasty. Then here's one. Madeline
Don't,
says, don't forget the
don't forget the
buffet.
buffet.
Ooh, I
That's
haven't
why
been to
I
the buffet
don't.
yet. It may be a long time before I hit the buffet again. I mean, a long time. It's
Look,
gonna be a
and when
minute.
I yes, and when I used to go, I would take 2 plates, right? So I would always get all my stuff, and it's like, why you got? Because I'm not going back. That's why I don't go back. I'm gonna get all I want because once I sit, my butt is planted till I finish. Because I'm not
Mhm.
going back. I ain't got time. And I ain't trying to be. I don't like to go. Remember when the Chinese buffet used to be so good, but they not no more. Remember when they used to be
Yes.
so good. Well, I
Yes, it
could not
is.
stand when people let their children, little ones, go up there without. Why y'all? We do have some nasty habits, don't we? Then usually they
Yeah,
paying
we
with the
do.
jello, and
We
so we are our own problem. We don't we the problem and the solution. We just got to do better.
do. Look, Dr. Gray said he never going to the buffet again. He said never again.
Look,
And look,
I stopped doing the Chinese. I would just, if they had a Mongolian grill, I would go to that, let them cook my stuff behind, but now I don't even really want to do that no
do you
more.
guys have a Golden Corral there?
Mm-hmm.
You
Golden
know what
Corral is
Golden
not. Look, Golden Corral is not good food. We need to stop that. Golden Corral food is just good enough to keep you alive till the next time your stomach growls. That's all it is. It is not good for. Last month, and it's so good. We have our boxes, right? So we had a kid, so we had to feed them. So we went to, and we were just really sit down, and me and Coach was like, you know how we talk about dog food, like the Purina. He said that it's just good enough to keep you alive. We said, and that's about like this buffet too.
Oh wow. Yeah, the
It's just.
Golden Corral, the other one we used to go, Old Country Buffet. We used
Remember
to
Ryan's? They don't even
have
have
one.
that one here no more. But you know what I want though? I want somebody out there in our land. And I know Madeline gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. My grandmama used to smother some chicken, Lord have mercy, with some gravy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
fried it.
That's good
Oh my
stuff.
gosh. I know now if that was on the buffet of Mudills, I don't care about no COVID. I'm knocking all y'all out the way. You know how you say the big mamas and the Mudills can cook that food. You let God place some big mamas in the buffet, and I don't care. I'm going for what you know.
Oh my goodness. When he says the buffet is like a big pig trough. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She says, oh my goodness. She's laughing. And then Carolina is agreeing, laughing at Winnie. So yeah, and by the way, I don't know if Winnie was on here when we were speaking about how much of a winner she is. Winnie is a winner. Thank you so much for
Oh my
everything
goodness.
that
Go
you
ahead.
did
Let's
for
shout her
us
out
on
again.
Saturday. Yes. Thanks to Winnie and Crystal for just really making it happen for us for the Women's Summit yesterday. It was an awesome event, and we know that it would not be half the event if it had not been for you two beautiful ladies. So thank you so much for that.
Listen, Angie, if Winnie didn't drink, I know we probably drove her to drinking.
We drove her to drinking, right?
Yeah, you got 20 women with their levels of technology all over the place, and she probably be like, "Oh Lord, I don't want to do this again."
Oh,
And so
that's funny.
we probably should have been sending her. Look, Winnie,
We probably caused it to be the first and the last summit. The first and the last all women's summit. Winnie says, "Oh, thanks. I just got one. Yashica gave me her migraine. So Yashica, she said you gave her migraine. Messed up.
When did you gonna tell people that? Now we gonna share the love.
She just got on, so she missed the beginning. She just got on. I thought she said she just got on. I thought she was saying she just got a drink.
Oh,
Winnie, I thought she was just getting a drink. You said,
uh-oh.
Look, I done messed you up.
Okay, well, Angie, give her long accolades, because I believe you give. I don't just doing better with that gratitude. Give people their flowers, their roses, their drinks, their.
Yes.
I don't make pound cakes.
Winnie, yes. So,
Yes.
Winnie, you missed it in the beginning. I'm sure you'll see the replay, but we gave you some shout outs because we know that while it was Les's vision and while John Tallarico made it happen, you made it happen. You were the machine that kept that thing moving. So we thank you for doing everything that you did to make sure that it came off without a hitch. And I'm sure we got on your nerves, and probably a couple of us probably got on our nerves.
Listen, Angie, I'm sure y'all did. I'm sure y'all did.
Mm-hmm. Not me, not Yashica B. We don't get on your nerves till we win.
Nah, I'm the motivator. I gave you two. I gave you 2 more weeks in the year. So I spread.
You did your part. She said she
I gave
did
you
her
two.
part. She gave you 2 extra weeks. So she did her part. So she said, y'all are so sweet. All right. She said, you did not get on my nerves. Never. Oh, thank you, Winnie. Winnie is my winner. She did.
Yes,
Like
yes, yes.
love her. We love her. She does such a great job for us.
Winnie is the technological guru. If you need a website, locate her on Purple Lemon Company, purplelemonco.com.
Yes. Winnie, drop that in the chat box for us, sweetheart, so people can know where
She
to get
does
to you.
right website, social media management, just awesome. At least to get the baseline so you can get started. You may not know a lot, but her prices are not gonna tear your tongue out your mouth because some of them out there are ridiculous, and you don't even. What's it? I mean, I'm just saying, some of them out there just.
Woo, that's the first time I heard that in a long time.
Just saying, they just, you know, country. Stop it now.
She put it on the screen. purplelemonco.com. purplelemonco.com. So please visit her and check out some of the work that she's done. And I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. She is the master at what she does. She does websites and courses and she is a social media queen. She makes that social media thing happen. So
absolutely.
visit Winnie Shivers at purplelemonco.com. All right.
Yep.
So
and if you need a sample, you can always go to yashicab.com and look at my website. It's absolutely amazing. I'm just saying.
Yes, absolutely.
It is. It is. It is.
Yeah,
so what we have over there in that box?
So we don't have any new stuff. Winnie Shivers rocks. That's what Carolina says. I'm guessing Carolina must be one of
she's one of, yeah, she's a Power Boys. Right there in Charlotte. She's about an hour up from me. When Stephen did his book launch, Caroline was there. It was so neat for us. You know, we see each other on the screens. And just like how it was when we met in Atlanta, we see each other on the screen, but then when we finally get together, because even with the screens, we have become such a family. But when we have opportunity to really sit with one another, it's just like certain ones, you know, certain people are gonna you can say clicks, but it's clicks. Certain people are just gonna connect regardless, you know. And she's one of the ones that we just snap right on in. Just like, okay, like we've been knowing each other. And I know when we do this next one, it's going to be the same way. Because I feel like we're like a graduating class having to go back and pick up the freshmen. But I don't know about because these freshmen, I don't know about the freshmen in the Power Boys now because we don't really know them as, you know, but we're true seniors. We done graduated now. We're alumni.
Right.
We're alumni now.
But we can't get enough. We still keep hanging in there, you know?
I know. Yeah. We're still hanging around and just develop such great. So that is one thing I can tell you guys out there who's paying attention and watching and listening to us. We say a lot on our show and even on our individual shows because we do Conversations for the Soul on Sundays, and then on Tuesdays we come back and do lunchtime conversations.
Yes, on Clubhouse. Yes,
on Clubhouse, and then I do a life hack, and Angie get on Saturdays with hers. What's it again, Angie?
Living by design, not by default.
Right. And if you're ever in the Clubhouse and you see our names, we're all over there with in the Clubhouse with other people doing motivational, positive stuff. So we do want to leave everyone with that. When you find a team, a group, a tribe, as we're saying now, and make sure it's only quality people. Make sure those people in that tribe are the people that's going to uplift you and not take from you. And if you start feeling your balloon deflating, then you need to switch over to somebody who's going to help you inflate your balloon back up. Because right now we're living in a different time. We really don't have the time to be carrying that dead weight. And I can tell you this: when you start shifting and changing your minds, or your tribe start changing, your quality people, you don't worry about cutting people off. They're gonna fall off themselves. Just let them go. But if you find a good group, a good connection, value that connection and make sure that connection is valuing you and it's good for you. And it's okay to let people go. It's okay. Like I said, you ain't got to clip them. Like I said, it's been all people say, give me the scissors. You ain't got to do all that. Don't even stress yourself over that. Just they will fall off themselves. Trust me. I'm a living testimony. I'm about to start singing the Williams brother. So I'm about to start singing. I'm gonna start singing.
All right, come on now. As we were just talking about the various things that how we'd like to promote things. You were talking about the books. I want people to know that you and I both have books coming out real soon, so I'm excited about that.
Absolutely.
And Dr. Gray as well. He has. Dr. Gray, why don't you drop your information into the chat box so people can find your Champions Academy? Because I'd like to speak about that for a real quick moment. If you could just give us some information about that, your Champions Academy that's coming up real soon. And so anyway, we have both been, now your book that you are part of the anthology with, how's that going? Is that ready?
It's complete. It is complete. We are just waiting to be in our hands. We finished it a few weeks ago. It's called Mothers and Daughters, only stories that only mothers can tell. I'm excited about that. It's a group of 7 women that I was a part of that to tell the stories, and so I'm excited about that. So it should be coming out pretty soon. Hopefully, we're already on the 7th, and we did get a date, but I have so much in this brain in between these ears. Sometimes I get these dates being running together. But it's coming. It should be coming this month, and also I do believe mine should be coming around about the 1st of April, somewhere up in there. I have a publisher that's close to me, and so I don't know. And shoot, I forgot about. Huh?
I said Onyx Expressions.
Yes. So therefore, that one should be landing soon as well. So this is going to be a great month because I'm hoping it's going to be roll out. So you guys just have a whole lot of me and a whole lot of Angie.
Yes. Looking forward. So this one, my first one was on the 7 guiding principles of spiritual growth. And this one is on purpose. And it is the guiding principles of claiming your purpose. And I purposely say claiming your purpose. A lot of people say finding your purpose, discovering your purpose. And quite honestly, your purpose is always there. It has always been there since you were born. So I just say pretty much acknowledging it and claiming it. That is your purpose, so that you are able to then begin to manifest your purpose and allow it to work for you. And we spend a lot of time. We spend a lot of time running from our purpose because it seems scary. Because it seems like
that's me.
And it is hard work. Don't get me wrong. It is hard work, but it's what you came here to do. And to came here without doing what you were sent here to do is a tragedy. It's a travesty. It's just a bad thing. You want to get in touch with your purpose. You want to be able to use your gifts and talents and bring forth that purpose, because see, God has given each one of us a purpose and a plan, and it's up to us to hone our free will to bring us to doing that purpose, fulfilling that purpose. And our gifts and talents are they are the tools that we need to get to that purpose. So not only did he give you a job to do, he gave you every single tool that you need to get it done. So it's just an awesome thing. When you can begin to walk in your purpose, it's an awesome thing. And it will make a way for you. As they say, your gifts will make a way for you. You will become a person who is destined to do great things, and not necessarily for yourself, but the byproduct of that is that you too are blessed. While you are blessing others, you become blessed. And generally that's in many ways, not just financially, but financially is the big one. And the reason for that is that finances are what we need to be a blessing to others. So if finances is something that you want, God will make sure you get that if you follow the plan. And the plan is his plan, not your plan. Your plan doesn't mean anything to him. You can talk to him about it, but he's going to order your steps and direct your path. So I'm off my soapbox now. I'm sorry.
Be intentional, yes. But that was good because, no matter what, sometimes you don't know who, but somebody needs to hear it.
Yes.
And even like yesterday when I was speaking, I read some of the comments and somebody was like, "Oh, I really needed to hear that. I really needed to hear that." And I think we don't need to sugarcoat things no more. I think we got soft a little bit. So we just need to start just putting it out there, directing how it needs to come because somebody needs to hear it. Now it may not be for you, and if it's not, close your ears and keep it moving. But the one that's supposed to catch it, they're gonna catch it. And I think that's a lot of times when we get over opinionated too here. It may not be for you, and that's okay because you can keep walking. They can keep you. How you keep the thing on Facebook? Like, if you don't like it, why you even comment? Just keep strolling.
Exactly.
Good
Keep
Lord,
scrolling.
keep
Absolutely. I used
scrolling.
to tell people that all the time. And I tell you, you get messed up when you get caught up in that whole social media thing. You find yourself responding to stuff that is just infuriating to you. Don't waste your time and energy.
Don't even waste it.
Put it on something good. Be positive. Like as you say, the pastor positivity.
Yeah, that's right.
Do what the pastor positivity does, the professor positivity. Just move past it. Let it go. Let somebody else deal and waddle in that stuff.
Yeah, because I noticed that like sometimes like I'm real big on self-awareness because I guarantee you, if when you're looking at something from a certain set of eyes, I bet you, if you change the way you look at it, you might find yourself like, okay, well, oh shucks, now I'm kind of like a hypocrite, right? Because so I mean, if we just look at ourselves, because we can't fix everything out there, but if everybody worked on themselves, it will make so much of a difference. Because I always say, you don't change for a person, you change for yourself, and if they benefit from it, hallelujah, great. But the change is for you. And if you like how people are in relationships or in couples, he might want me to change. No, you change for you. And then if they are still, when they love you, then they're going to see those changes and they're going to benefit from it because whatever the changes that were made benefited the relationship as well. So, I mean, so that's where just that self-reflection, that self awareness, look at you, look at that mirror in front of you. And sometimes when people are scrolling, they have such issues with people on social media or either people in general. A lot of times it's a reflection. It's a reflection of you. So what's irritating you about that person is God showing you something about you, but so many people miss that. They miss that because they're too busy doing they're too busy doing this. They're too busy point. I'm not involved in that. That ain't me. That's you. Okay, well, you know what? You got 4 of them bad boys pointing back at you. So therefore, look at you. Look at you.
Absolutely. So I wanted to just real quick drop Dr. John Gray's information up there on the screen. It says www.joinchampionsacademy.com. So if you have an opportunity, I want you to please visit that website. And Dr. Gray is hosting a wonderful coaching program, and it is through this. That is called Champions Academy, a phenomenal program. He has people in there from Malaysia and from the UK.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's a phenomenal program, and I would like everyone who can take advantage of it to really consider it, think about it, learn more about it, make a decision, because one of the things that we know most of all through the coaching that we have received from Les Brown and John Tallarico is that we must learn to invest in ourselves. And as we are investing in ourselves, we become better for it. And we become, not just that, we become better contributors to society, to the universe. And not only that, we just feel, when you feel better, you do better. So when you invest in yourself, you're saying to yourself, I'm important. I matter. What I have to say is important. It matters. So
Right.
do that for yourself, because that is something that will be a blessing to you, your family, the universe, the kingdom. Everyone is blessed when you take care of you and you do right by yourself. And so often we just invest in other people and other things. We spend more on paying for what's the man's name? Michael Kors and Coach and Louis Vuitton. We spend all of this time and money putting somebody else's name on our shirt when we can have our own name on our shirt and we can do things. You know
Watch
what I'm
that
saying?
shirt now.
So I'm going to get off my soapbox as we come to the close here. Dr. Ray said there is power in positivity, and yes, it is. And the greatest investment is in one's own self. So yes,
Right.
consider investing in yourself. And one way that you can do that is through Champions Academy. So, Sheikah B, we have come to that point in time where we are getting close up. He said, there you go, lifting that shirt again.
Yeah.
We're
Yes, we're getting close to closing out, and I just want to leave you with this. I want to leave you guys with the spirit of abundance. If you could look at life as there's plenty, and like we always shout people out, we always give their websites, get what they do, because we just feel like it's enough for everybody, and then some. He left. It said, "I came so you can have a life and a life more abundant." So he didn't say, I came to give you a life that's limited." So if you can just operate and have that thought process, it's an abundance. We as our people, we can stop being crabs in the bucket. Let me rise to the top because you can come too. Because it's the bottom that's crowded. The top has plenty of room. So let's operate that way this week. And if you need uplifting, some empowerment, the summit is going to be playing all week long on probably everybody's. It was 20 of us, all 20 women. We'll keep probably sharing it. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Les Brown's Facebook page. So if you have not gone to look at these awesome ladies speak, go back and then do share it with someone else. Continue to share, continue to share, continue to like. Most of us, we had speeches. We spoke 10 minutes. It's 20 of us. You can hop around, skip around, do whatever you need to do. But just go back, go look at it and get something from it. And also you can go back and look at our episodes because they're all good. And we can do that. If you just get in a place, in a funk or whatever it is, we uplift yourself, connect yourself to
feed your
something
spirit.
positive.
That's what you're saying. What you're saying is feed your spirit.
Yes. Feed your spirit, feed your soul, feed your life, change your mind, change your life.
Yes.
And and
Yes.
it's just time. It's just time. It's just time for
So,
us to just do something different.
so the scripture that you mentioned about living a more abundant life comes from John 10:10, and Pastor Gray wanted to point that out. John 10:10. That's a John 10:10 life. Love it. And Madeline says, I've truly enjoyed tonight.
Thank you, and
And
please come back next week. We'll be on here at 7 o'clock. And if you do
yes,
have an Apple iPhone, we will be on Tuesday at 12:15 for lunch.
yes.
And then also follow us on Facebook because I'm probably gonna do a life hack tomorrow, probably because I didn't do one Friday, so I probably do a life hack tomorrow, and then we'll continue to just keep on encouraging one another, keep just just living. I mean, again, as long as we're on this side of the dirt, we should be able to do better than yesterday. We got to do better.
I want to holler out some of the other people that are watching. I see our sister Lillian Oketch.
Hey, Lillian.
And she was one of our speakers, and boy, was she dynamic. Lillian
Yeah,
Oketch.
have me put my crown back on. I'm going to buy me one. I don't care. Y'all be like, as a matter of fact, let Amazon have one I can have by Sunday.
Yes, how about that? How about that?
Put your
So,
crown back on.
yes, put your crown back on. I need myself
Yeah.
I need to get a crown. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
awesome. I don't know if I'm getting everybody or not. She could check yours real quick. Make sure we give a holler out to everybody who has joined us today.
I usually don't see them all until I like when you
Until
end
we're
it.
over. I see it
Yeah.
after Yeah, same
But
here.
thank you, everybody that's on. Even if we don't shout you out, we just remember, just thank you for joining us. We will be here next Sunday at 7 o'clock. We follow our page. We hadn't put nothing out there yet, but we will. We do put some things out there. We share some stuff because we're going to start bringing these contests back because we didn't give away anything last week, and I don't think we gave anything. I know we didn't give anything away this week. But we will definitely start bringing our contests back to make sure that we are giving away some nice things, especially when our books come out. That's going to be awesome. Who knows who's
Yeah,
going to be able to win the book?
yes.
And
Looking
if
forward
you're
to
out
that.
there and you have anything that you want to give away, we inbox us, Conversations for the Soul. Email us at, what's our email address?
Our email address is the same, conversationsforthesoul@gmail.com. So yes.
Yes, and we'll send the address out so you can get it.
And you can message us on Facebook. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like and
This, this,
share.
this is why we need Winnie. Because Winnie, she can hook all of that up. We sitting here stumbling and stammering over what our stuff is. This is
That's
why we
because she
need
spoiled
Winnie.
us.
Winnie will
That's
put it
because
out
she
there.
spoiled.
She knows.
But
And then,
listen, that's because she spoiled us, though, Angie. That's it.
yes, she did
Yep.
spoil us. And then I see a Lindell Way, Melody, in Guane. I
Yep.
know
I'm
I'm
loving how you
jacking up
ready to
your
butcher
name,
them
but
names.
yeah, I know I'm jacking it up. But thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. All right, we have come to the close of our show. Unless you have anything additional, Sheikah B, we need to go
I
ahead and
don't.
close out and let the people go. We have held the people hostage for a long time now.
Thank you all again for just joining us, and we'll see you. We'll see you next week, or and throughout the week from different other things. So
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, everyone. And if you hang on for just a second, I do just want to give a word of prayer out because a number of our sisters who were involved in the summit yesterday have experienced recent loss. One lost their mother and planned the funeral during this preparation period. One lost her father. Another one lost her auntie. So there are people who are really hurting right now. And I just want to take a moment out to give our condolences to anyone who is grieving a loss, because a loss is tough. We know that it's hard, and we know that it's something that you never get over. We understand that. But we do know that with other people keeping you in their thoughts and prayers, you can get through it. You may not ever get over it, but you can get through the pain and the despair and the anguish and the upset of losing someone. And what I've recently learned, actually, I think I heard it in a clubhouse, someone indicated that she simply loves him in a different way, in a different space. And I love that because, of course, I've lost loved ones. And when you lose someone that you care about and you miss, and you can't reach out and touch them the way you normally could, it's hard. But I want us to understand that we can still love them. We can still talk with them. We can still get that heartfelt word from them because they are still talking with us and still letting us know that they care about us and that they're watching over us. So I want us to all just keep these people in, anyone who has experienced loss. And I think we probably all have. Keep everyone in prayer. Let us know that if there is any particular prayer that you need from us, we'd be more than happy to give that and to do that. Reach out to us for that. Our church does have a prayer line that happens every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So if you are interested in having a prayer request, reach out to us and we'll get you hooked up with that information as well. And right now, I just want to have a quick word of prayer. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we come before you just giving you all honor, glory, and praise. Lord, we thank you for this opportunity, God, an opportunity to once again come before your throne, God, and to leave our cares and our concerns and our worries, our circumstances and our situations at your feet, God, because we know that no matter what our problem is, God, you are the solution. You have the solution. No matter how big our circumstances are, God, we know that you are bigger. Lord, we know that you can handle anything for us as long as we bring it to you, God. So we ask that you just give us the mind to do just that. Meet us exactly where we are, God. Give us strength, God. Give us the words that we need to have, God. The thoughts that we need to have. Teach us to pray and meditate, and above all, God, to connect with our brothers and sisters, that we may be able to fellowship once again, God, and be able to just lean on one another for support, God. God, we know that we are all connected through this great big world, God. And we thank you for what you are doing in our lives, for our lives. And above all, God, we thank you for what you are doing through our lives. God, it is with all these things in mind that I humbly pray in Jesus' name. Amen, amen,
Amen.
and amen. All right, you all. So we just wanted to take that moment out and hope I have not scared anybody away, but I just wanted to just say that because we had quite a few ladies experiencing recent loss. And that doesn't discount anyone who experienced loss 15 years ago, 20 years, 30 years. It doesn't matter. If you have experienced loss, there are going to be times where you want to just reach out for a little bit of hope, a little dose of hope. So that's what we intend to give to you. We thank you very much, Yashica B. If you have anything else that you want
I
to
don't.
add.
Unless you want me to sing a hymn to close out.
Oh my goodness. Turn it into show. I mean, turn it into church. Turn it into
No.
church. All right.
All
So,
right.
if all hearts and minds are clear, we thank you so much for joining us. See you Tuesday at
Have a
12
great week.
Clubhouse. And yes, have a great and wonderful week. We'll see you back here at 7 p.m. on next Sunday. All right. God bless you. I wanted to play my thingy out here for us.